Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and we're going to talk about, as requested, what's on my iPad. So you can see here's my iPad, and it looks pretty familiar to the last time I did one of these videos. As you can see, I have the normal things on here, but one of the apps I've been using a lot lately is Day One. Day One is a journaling app, and I'm not really going to go into it too much. I put recording video, and as you can see, it's telling me where I'm located and the time and the weather. So for future reference, for example, when I went to CES, I used this on the plane, and when I got to Vegas, I actually used it again, and it noted the weather and the time and the location. It geotagged it as well. So it was really nice to see from that time where I was. I took some pictures, threw it in here. It's really just a nice app and definitely worth checking out. It has a whole timeline which has a bunch of different notes that I've made. I'm just not going to share here, but it's really a great app, and then I can share the notes, things like that. So it's a really great app. It's not a free app, but I definitely suggest you go check it out. It's for iPad and iPhone, and everything syncs together. It's really nice. One of the recent things I subscribe to is Motor Trend. I've always looked at different car magazines, things like that. I have a couple on here, but I subscribe to Motor Trend on here, and it's really a nice magazine. It does a good job of combining video, pictures or images, and the magazine itself. So that's really nice. And you can get it in the mail as well, but I thought it'd be neat to get it on here also. I did subscribe to Popular Science, but I have since not subscribed to it as much. You can see over here I have a couple different things. Been looking for a house, so Trulia, that's what I've been using. It's a really nice way to find homes, things like that, and it works really well. Since my website is hosted on WordPress or uses WordPress currently, I am investigating Squarespace, so if you have any suggestions or maybe thoughts about that, please let me know in the comments below. But I use WordPress and it lets me edit things, so that's why we have that there. I really don't have anything crazy here other than, or really new rather, other than maybe American Idol. Since I do watch it from time to time, it's pretty nice. It syncs up, does a couple things as far as the show goes, syncs up, gives you a lot of information. It's kind of interesting how you can scroll through it, kind of keep up to date with what's going on. I'm not a huge fan, so I really don't use it for that, but while you're watching, you can vote, things like that. So if you haven't downloaded that, check it out. It's free. So I definitely recommend checking that out if you watch the show, of course. I do have Photoshop Touch, which I bought. I've made a few things in it. Not too many. That's actually going to take a while to load. But I do make some logo things in it, maybe upload a different graphic to my website, something like that. And you can see here I have Pulse. I've always recommended Pulse. I use it as a news reader. That's pretty much what I use for news. If you have any suggestions, though, I've tried a couple different ones, and there's some really good ones out there, but this one syncs everything, and that's really what I'm looking for. Under Entertainment, you can see the different apps I have here. Nothing really new from what I had before. But under Games, now my girls named this Only for Girls. I don't know why they did that. Maybe because they have these two apps in here. But these are the games I play. Ticket to Ride, probably the most. Love World of Goo. SimCity, although I am playing the new SimCity online. And it was down that first week, but it seems to be doing pretty well right now. I've been playing through Bastion, and the others I play on and off. On this page, you'll see I use MoneyWiz. I did a review of that some time ago. It's a great finance app. Definitely recommend checking that out. Then you can see Plants vs. Zombies and Field Runners 2. They've recently had sales on the HD version of these, so I picked those up. Liked them enough on the iPhone, iPad, or on the iPhone, iPod Touch rather, that I thought I'd get the HD version. On Field Runners, it actually synced my progress, so that was really nice. Now you'll see I have an app called Track 8. It's an alternative to music on here, so it uses your same directory. It looks a lot like a Windows Phone, but it really organizes your music well. Go to Artists. I have all sorts of artists in here, but it pulls straight from your library, sorts alphabetically. It works just like Windows Phone, only if they blew it up to the iPad. So it's really nice. Can play, see album art, things like that. One of the other things I've been looking into lately is LabVIEW. So here's a bunch of different LabVIEW applications, learning to program in that. And aside from all of these other things, one of the things I've been thinking of doing is recording my audio instead of recording to my Mac like I'm doing right now through Piezo and through a Focusrite 2i2. I thought of getting one of the Focusrite preamps that actually plugs into my iPad to use that for audio recording instead. I've thought about that. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, and maybe you have any, if you have any experience with that, you want to comment on that below, I'd appreciate it. And finally, I have the Play Mobile app. Now, this is actually Play Memories or Play Mobile, whatever. It's for use with the Sony NEX5. This is actually for use with the NEX5R, which I'm using right now to record this video. So I'm not going to use it for this, but you can control the camera. You can import photos and videos. Works really well, although you do have to kind of turn the camera into a Wi-Fi hotspot. This links with it and then can download it. So it's a little bit of a pain. So those are pretty much it as far as the apps go. I don't have anything really crazy or new, but there are a few apps that I've really come to love like day one. So I'd love to hear your suggestions in the comments below. Maybe you have an app that I'm not using for a newsreader like Pulse that you really like and I just haven't found it myself, or you've just recently found it. I'd love to hear what you have as far as any of these apps go. So please place those in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Make sure to like the video if you don't mind. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.